Si tuvieras que elegir entre el Doctor Maxis y Richtofen, ¿por quién te decantarías?
If you had to choose,
Richtofen.
okay. Richtofen. Yeah, you wanna talk about Richtofen for a bit
Well,
since you
it's mostly because I know Nolan. I know the guy who does Richtofen's voice. He's a great guy, and I just loves the German. Yeah, it is so good. Open, yeah. I mean, he's so fun to imitate, and you can make so many great jokes using Richtofen's voice. Yeah, I think so. What for you? Yeah.
Ya, ya. Dice que es que elige Richtofen porque obviamente es un amigo íntimo suyo que lo conoce ya y que es una persona muy chistosa que se pone a decir chistes y que tiene varias voces. He does different voices for different games, right?
He does 3 or 4 voices in Black Ops, and he's a super talented guy. And I mean, they'll hire him to do 4 or 5. I mean, I think he does like 3 or 4 voices in Black Ops too. I think he
Yeah,
does a lot.
he's on the PlayStation game, right? Uncharted. That's what I heard.
Yeah, he did that. I mean, he's an uber talented guy. I mean, as a voice actor, he really is. Him and Troy Baker are just probably the best there are. Him and
Yeah.
Troy, and they're
Yeah.
both great. They're both great, nutty guys. I mean, we've been in a few panels together, and they're the life of the party, man. You know, I'm Woods. I'm kind of a one-trick pony. But these guys are just, I mean, it's just one voice after another, and they're just
Can do
constantly,
many things, yeah, many different
yeah,
things, yeah.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
that's pretty cool. Dice que Richtofen pues hace varias voces de diferentes juegos, como el juego de PlayStation que es Uncharted, que es un juego que es exclusivo solo para la PlayStation, estoy seguro que mucha gente lo
Sí,
conoce.
sí, sí,
Creo,
sí.
creo que es lo que he visto, me acuerdo que lo vi, que me puse ayer a buscar. Él es el personaje principal, no estoy seguro, ¿eh? Pero hace 4 voces diferentes en placas, o sea que no solo hace de Richtofen, hace de diferentes voces de otros personajes.
Ah, pues
Que
mira, eso es
tienes
interesante, eso no lo sabíamos, ¿eh?
Sí, sí, sí. Pero que es una pasada, dice que hace diferentes voces de otros juegos y dice que puede hacer diferentes cosas a la vez. Que es una pasada.
Pero que elegiría Richtofen entonces, ¿no? Es
Ya,
de los nuestros, ¿no?
so you rather have Rick Dolphin.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Ya, ya, dice que no hay duda, que elige Rick Dolphin, segurísimo.
Bueno, otra pregunta más. Esta pregunta era parte, ¿vale? Que quería hacer a nuestro amigo Sector Cero para él.
Ujú,
Eh, Referente a todo lo que él lleva puesto en la cara, todos esos, eh, bueno, pues todos esos cables y esas cosas esos sensores que lleva a la hora de hacer su trabajo.
ujú.
Eh, ¿Qué siente él al llevar todo eso ahí y que todos sus movimientos, pues, se hacen en realidad en el juego? ¿Cómo siente él eso?
Okay, you know the things. Remember that video that you put out a couple days ago? No, it was 4 days ago. The one that you show how you make the game, and they had to put like a bunch of things on your face and your
Oh
body.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, my one of our friends wants to ask you how do you feel when you wear that on top of you?
You know, you really don't notice. I mean, it's uncomfortable for about 3 minutes, but then it's not. It's just you get used to it very fast. It is not an obstacle to doing your job. Put that way.
Dice que es un pelín incómodo por 3 minutos, pero después ya se acostumbra, pero que sí, sí, sí. Pero que
Pero,
está bien.
porque se nota la cara como tensa, ¿no? O algo así, más o menos.
Yeah, when you put that on your face, don't you get like a little bit stressed?
No,
No?
well, no, it's basically you adapt to things like this very quickly. I mean, you do it. You know, the first time, yeah, it's weird, but I've been working on this thing for 4 years. It's like it's nothing. You know, it's just what you do. You know.
Ya, ya, I see. Le preguntamos una preguntita más y ya está.
Vamos a ver. Voy a buscar aquí porque había un par de ellas que eran importantes.
A ver,
Eh,
¿cuántas preguntas le podemos hacer más que sean importantes?
pues no lo sé, que nos diga él.
Es que yo creo que se tiene que ir, por eso le hacemos, yo que sé, unas 2, 3 preguntas más y ya está.
Ok, sí, es lo que queda
Eh,
más o menos, es lo que queda.
yeah, we're gonna
Eh,
ask you more questions, then yeah, we'll be done.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm actually I'm get, I've got a dinner to go to, so as long as you don't mind me getting dressed while you guys talk.
Ok, ya, alright. Dice que se va a estar cambiando ahí mientras que le preguntamos las preguntas.
Vale.
Alright.
De todas las escenas que has hecho, ¿cuál ha sido la más complicada para ti?
Out of all your scenes, which one was the hardest one that you did?
Oh, hard. I mean, none of them are hard. I mean, it's so much fun doing this job. There's nothing hard about it. But the most complicated one, the most difficult one, was probably You Can't Kill Me. You know, the scene from POW. Only because there's so many actors involved, and it was really the very first scene we shot.
Mm-hmm.
And in the whole game is the first. Well, we did a lot of testing, but that was the first, you know, actual scene that we shot for the game.
Yeah.
And it didn't go well because they were using a lot of stuntmen, and the stuntmen just aren't, you know, they're there for a different reason. And the timing was off, and you have all these moving parts and all these people that have to hit marks and say lines, and it wasn't very, you know, it just wasn't working out.
It wasn't professional.
Well, it was, but it wasn't. The whole idea with Woods was Woods was the first character to ever be shot like a movie. Like I don't do, like Nolan and Troy. They go in a box and they make all this. They make this. All the Woods scenes are done live action. There's somebody in the room with me talking, so I interact with people.
Yeah, I see.
So there's a certain. Yeah, it's like a good football match. When you have players that work well together, it's magic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like Barcelona. When they play well, they play well. But we have 2-3 guys who aren't quite up to speed, it takes everything down. So that's kind of how it was. So it was the first scene, and we had to really go back and reshoot everything because it just wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So that was hard. To have to go in and redo a scene is always hard because you had this idea and it's done, and then we got to shoot it again with new actors. Yeah. So they actually went in and fired everybody except me, and then we shot it again. And now, of course, you have what you have.
Yeah.
And they also rewrote it. They had to change a few things, make it simpler because it got really. There's a lot more. I have one video up that shows the whole video. Mm-hmm. There's a lot that's not in the video. There's a lot that is not in the game. You know. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, dice que varias partes del juego, pues no las pueden. Hay escenas que no las puede hacer, no las pueden hacer bien porque tenían a gente que contrataban que eran los que no eran profesionales, eran los que eran extras, ¿me entiendes? Que no eran no eran actores. Sí. Entonces pues tenían muchos errores y no podían hacer la entrevista, no podían hacer las escenas muy bien. Entonces lo que hacían, pues lo que hicieron es despedir a toda esa gente y lo único que quedó era él. Y entonces ahí contrataron a actores y eso obviamente cuesta más dinero, ¿entiendes? Costó más dinero, pero ahí están.
Entonces la más complicada que he dicho que era.
No hay ninguna, pero que había unas escenas que sí, no tienes. Tuvieron que hacerlo otra vez entero.
Repetirlo, claro. Y le costó más trabajo, claro.
Sí.
Y nada, bueno, pues para terminar y dejarlo ya tranquilo y no molestarle. Bueno, una pregunta aquí que he dejado también como última. Bueno, aparte de la que le íbamos a decir, esa última que tú me decías. ¿Zombies del pasado, zombies nazis o del futuro? ¿Qué prefiere él?
¿Zombies del pasado? ¿Qué más?
O sea, zombies, ¿qué le gusta, qué prefiere él? ¿Los zombies nazis o los del futuro? ¿Qué le gusta a él más?
Yeah, what kind of zombies do you like? Which type of zombie would you prefer? Nazi zombies or the transit zombies, the ones that we had on Black Ops 2?
Oh boy, you know, that's a tough one. I mean, they're both great. You know, they're both great. I think the transit zombies die better. I think because the technology is strong, their heads blow up better. You know, body. I mean, just because the technology is better, mm-hmm. They're more fun to kill. Yeah, I mean, Nazi zombies, they're kind of awkward. Where the transit zombies are a lot more fun to kill, I think. And
yeah, Se dice que los nazis zombies era más difícil de matar porque la tecnología pues era más antigua, ¿me entiendes? Obviamente Call of Duty 5 pues tardaban más en matar, ¿no? En cambio pues, pues los zombies de Transi pues son más divertidos de matar y más fáciles de matar porque disparas a la que hace más efectos, ¿me entiendes? Con la
Sí,
sangre y algo.
sí, sí, sí.
Y eso.
Buena contestación.
Última pregunta.
Bueno, pues nada, para despedirnos,
Pues,
decirle a él que muchísimas gracias por haber dejado hacerle nosotros esta entrevista para la comunidad hispanohablante, que esto es muy grande para nosotros que él nos haya concedido esto y que bueno, que esperamos verle pronto por aquí en otra entrevista que nos deje hacerle o para lo que sea. Y que muchísimas gracias de parte de toda la comunidad hispanohablante.
all right, he said that thanks for doing this interview. It was an honor to have you on our show, and it's something that not that many people would do, like actors, because you know there's some actors, and he didn't say that, but I'm saying this personally. There's some actors that they they behave different when they're known on the community. They think there's some type of god. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like they think that they're different than normal people.
Well, first of all, it's a privilege, and I thank you guys for taking the time to reach out. You're a lot of fun. You're smart. You make this job worthwhile for me. So I appreciate you actually reaching out and saying hi to me.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
And in defense of that, I mean, there are times when I don't want to talk to people. You know, there are times when, you know, people, they bother you. You're having dinner and you're trying to talk to your, you know.
Yeah, you want to keep your private life. Yeah.
There's you got to give people who are in the public eye a little bit of slack, because even though you may never get to see them, they may have just been, you know, had 100 people, you know, and a lot of times you get, you know, think people say things out of context, you get misquoted. You know, I've had my phone hacked several times. I've had people sending me pictures that are pretty inappropriate, and you know, it's like, yeah, I've had people walking, you know, digging through my garbage at home. They try to break into my house. So there's a certain level of crazy out there that you got to be careful of. So yeah, some guys can be a dick, but for the most part, it's more about trying to, like, wow, man, I'm tired. I want to go home, go to bed. I had a bad day. I really, you know, they're basically no different than anybody else. Just that there's more demand on you because people know who you are.
Yeah, dice que pues la gente que es conocida pues tiene más demanda y pues a gente pues que tiene su vida privada y no le gusta pues hablar con el público porque tiene muchas demandas, ¿me entiendes? Demanda de gente que quiere hablar con él y por ejemplo, le han hackeado el teléfono, su móvil le han hackeado en su casa donde vive en Hollywood. You live in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
En Hollywood, donde vive él, pues en su basura, pues hay gente que la ha habido ahí metiéndola, han buscado la basura a ver qué encuentran de él. Le han intentado robar su casa ya y tienes que. Así así es la vida de la gente conocida.
Sí, pero que él ha hecho eso pues por hacernos un favor a nosotros, claro, ¿no?
Sí, thanks again for being on our show, and it's something that the Spanish community wants to thank you, and hopefully we'll see it again on our future a show that we were gonna have on June. Hopefully we have you if you're cool with it.
Sure. Always, just reach out anytime, man. It's good talking to you guys.
Yeah.
But do me a favor. Everybody knows that I still got 3 or 4 contests coming up. I'm giving away a Ghost video game. I'm giving away another care package. As soon as this one goes up on set. So I have a lot of contests still coming up. And just drive people to the channel. Tell them that stay tuned, because every now and then I'll throw something out there that I got to take down. I'll find a piece of information out, like, okay, I'll just talk to, like, you know, oh, by the way, here's the storyline for, you know, Black Ops 6, you know, and then it's like, oh, and then I got to take it down. But every now and then you get that little piece of meat I'll toss out there, and they'll slap my hand and say, don't do that.
You know what I'm thinking? That Charlie Lynch is going to put out a recent news right now, Black Ops 6 leaked.
Yeah, shit.
You're gonna get... No, que le he dicho que Charlie te va a sacar una cosa ahora diciendo que ha dicho cosas de Black Ops 6 ya.
Sí. Seguro.
Ya. So yeah, thanks again, and it was an honor
Alright,
to
guys.
have you. And
You didn't even mention I got fully changed
oh yeah,
while on your show.
I was forget, man. He's telling me something I forget. It's just so many things on my head. Dice que va a tener que como él sabe en su canal tiene sorteos
Sí.
de juegos y que tiene the app goes for Xbox or Xbox One, the next gen or recent gen.
Say again?
The Call of Duty goes the app for next gen or the recent gen.
Next Gen 1, the Xbox One.
Xbox One. De que tiene el Call of Duty Ghost que está sorteando, lo sorteará estos días o estas semanas. El Ghost tiene el paquete de Care Package, que es el del Black Ops.
And I get a Black Ops 2 way too for PS3.
Y tiene de Black Ops 2 de la Play 3 y tiene varios premios que va a estar dando para Navidad para la gente y que la gente que esté interesada que se pueda meter y participar. Que son. Are you gonna put it in Spanish? Subtitles?
I'm gonna try, but please forgive me because I'm using Google Translate. So forgive me. It's gonna,
Ya
see, but it's gonna be rough.
Ya dice que lo va a hacer con subtítulos para la gente que no sepa inglés, pero que le perdone si hay unas cosas que no estén traducidas bien porque usa el traductor de Google y algunas cosas pues se salen por la cara ahí.
Sí, no pasa nada, no pasa nada. Que
It's
muchísimas
cool,
gracias, dile.
Yeah, so thanks again and yeah. Can you do what was the last thing so you can say goodbye?
Sí, alguna manera de despedirse él para todos nosotros, alguna manera épica.
So an epic scene that you could do so everyone knows you. You know the last
Yeah. See that hind? We're gonna take it.
Qué monstruo, tío.
All right.
Muchísimas gracias.
Thanks, dude. Bye.
Muchísimas
All
gracias.
right, guys. Great talking. Have a
Bye.
nice night. Bye-bye.
Hasta pronto.
Adiós.
Adiós.
Adiós. Qué bueno, tío. Increíble, ¿eh?
Sí.
Increíble, tío.